Welcome back. Episode 4. Honestly, this week, I literally didn't even write shit. I didn't make my list for shit to talk about, but a couple things are like a lot of things have happened. Um, so last week, right? Yeah, so last week I recorded very late, very last minute, because I was busy with, I forgot with what. I forgot what exactly. I forgot I forgot exactly what the fuck I was busy with, but fuck off. Just do it like that. Okay. Yeah, but I was busy with something, so I was in a rush to do it. And even today, I honestly might cut this into two because I have a meeting that I haven't. It's like a weekly meeting, but I haven't been to it in probably like a month or so. Probably like a month, probably more than a month. I haven't been to it, and I really need to go. It's just online though. But so last week, Saturday, Luka got traded to the Lakers, and I was online playing with my friends, and one of them just started freaking the fuck out. And I mean, honestly, that is pretty crazy that he did get traded. That seems like a very like weird, like a big fucking thing. I honestly don't watch basketball like that. I don't even know if I've ever seen Luka play. Truth be told, I cannot remember the last Mavericks game I went to, if ever. I honestly I don't even know if I've ever seen Luca play in person. Actually, that's actually insane. But yeah, but at least like I know he's a person big in Dallas, so it's somewhat of a deal. But yeah, seeing the trades, I don't know. Anthony Davis is here playing with Kyrie. I know they wanted to play for a minute, so that's pretty cool. Everybody else, I think there was another big trade. Butler, I think he's with Golden State, which is crazy. Sure, right. And then this weekend is the Super Bowl. Um, Probably, yeah, I'll probably watch it. Chiefs will probably win. Truth be told, I think that they're saying the Eagles are set to win. Um, yeah, I think some people are saying that the Eagles might win just because everything's kind of looking good for them. But honestly, probably the Chiefs are gonna win again. Um, but yeah, this week business wise, I have a new listing up in Arlington, and then I sent an offer last night, and we're resubmitting a counter offer today, for a house here in Dallas. So hopefully, and the offer, this isn't even, it's not even a closing for this month. It'll be for next month. So I still need to find a transaction for this month, and hopefully I can do something with the home in Arlington or with the listing I currently have here in Oak Cliff. Just because that one's been on the market for a minute, so I really need that one to move. And yeah, and yesterday, I went over with this lead I have. Basically, he's gonna be a client, but he's not buying a house right now. But we went to go see a home, and he fucking loved it. He has his plan. He has to do. He's waiting for this money to come in, and he was like, "Oh, I live right down the street. Let's go over." So we walk over. He tells me about how he got the house. It'll how like the neighborhood like used to be like big like drug dealers and shit like that. It was like a family. Somebody got killed here. This shit happened there, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And he just knows the family because of, I think, like one of the sons. He's just like friends with them, like from like elementary or whatever. And he was like, "Yeah, I bought the home like some years ago," and I think he rents a bit of it out, and he has some people there, and he was giving me a tour of the whole home. It's a fucking huge home, and the first thing I noticed, I don't know if anybody knows what the fuck I'm talking about, but when I walked in, immediately it smelled like a frat house. I don't, or not a frat house, but like a college house. Like multiple people live in here. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they have cats in there, but it just, there's a lingering aroma, and it's always in a house where multiple people live, and I don't know what the smell is, but it's always there. I always fucking notice it. And but yeah, he was showing me around, and immediately when I walked in, the first and only thing I noticed was the art. They had like a huge Post Malone like photo of him, like like huge, like a poster size, and just random other art, and it looked like badass. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, because it looked like an older home, but just filled with random ass art. And he gives me a tour. We go to his garage. He shows me some of his cars, plans that he has with his cars and stuff like that. His dogs, and yeah, we're just in his garage. And in the garage, I noticed this one piece of art, and I just keep eyeing it, just keep looking back at it. He has some other shit. He has shit like he has like ads, like announcement or advertisement for like the LeBron Hennessy collab. Like he just has like two pieces of it. He has like, it looks like glass. It just could be plexi. I don't know what, but it's like this orange tint of, it just says Hennessy on it, and it's just orange. It's orange, like it's like see through, and just has it there. And then to the right of it, he has like a Hennessy LeBron James like poster or whatever. I was like, either he knows somebody who just fucking bought it outright. And besides that, he had this Takashi Murakami poster. And I just looked at it and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And honestly, I don't even know how it happened, but um, I really don't even know how it fucking happened. But we were leaving. We dead ass were leaving the garage, and I just kind of stood back a bit, and I was like, bro, how'd you get all these arts? Like, you have a shit ton of art. Like, it's awesome. And I was like, yeah, bro, I just buy 'em. And I was like, oh, that's really awesome. And I guess he saw me stare at that wall, at something at that wall, and he's like, what do you like from the wall? And I was like, down, like the Takashi Murakami. Um, and immediately I kind of figured what the fuck he was gonna do. He goes and grabs it, and I was like, no, like, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. And here's the thing about me: I've had this conversation with, I forgot who, but I was like, bro, if somebody's offering to pay like the meal, like adult friends or what, not like, I forgot the situation, especially with a girl. I think back then, especially with the girl, I for sure had this mindset. It happened maybe a few times, but if somebody's like, "Oh, I'll pay," okay, go ahead. Like, I'm not gonna argue with you how like some people do. Like, I don't know if it's like a social media thing or like a TV thing, but like, no, I got it. I don't like, you fucking battle for like a minute or so, and then I don't know who ends up paying, but no, go ahead. I don't give a fuck. Like, thank you. You saved me $60, totally fine. But I did it for this moment because in my head, as I've spoken before, it's kind of like a client. Like, at least with him, we did speak. We, like, afterwards we spoke more about personal stuff, shit that he's gone through, and some medication that he's gone through. And I was curious about it because I was like, how did that work for you? And he was telling me about it. So we are. I mean, at least he's opened up to me about kind of his situation and shit. So I guess it's just friendly, and we're both Hispanic. I guess he's somewhat young, and I don't know, but yeah, he makes good money, and he was like, yeah, bro. He was like, if I just see it, if there's something I just kind of want to get, I'll just fucking go and get it. And I was like, that's a badass, that's awesome, like a way to live. And and yeah, he just gave it to me. It's back here. It's this one. I already hung it up, and he was like, there's a better one. There's a better one in this room, but it's leased out. He leases out the rooms, and I bet it was like a colorful one. I'm pretty sure it was like a colorful one. Um, but yeah, awesome fucking dude, and we're probably doing a deal later this year, like in a couple months, and that was fucking awesome. That was really cool. That was a really fucking awesome gift, awesome guy, and already I'm trying to think of what the fuck to get him for a closing gift, because he mentioned about a bottle that was stolen from him, and I was like, maybe I could do that. But even then, the bottle that got stolen from him was like, he said 4K. I looked it up. It is like 3 to 4K. It's the off-white Moet bottle. I was like, so he's in the know with shit. He's for sure in the know with shit. And it's just pretty badass that he just kind of has these random items just because he wants it, just because he gives a fuck and kind of wants this item, he can have it, which is really cool. And so yeah, so after that, left, had a showing, and with the house that we submitted the offer, and I just got the signed counter offer right now. So I'm gonna send that to the agent. Um, but yeah, it's been getting pretty productive. Not even busy, but just productive on my end. I went to what's it called? I went to Ola Cafe here in Dallas, but the one in downtown. Of course, they don't fucking have Wi-Fi. Why would they? Right. But I feel like I did pretty good work. Right now, what I'm working on is, well, me and my team lead Casey. What we're doing is a bit of a redesign. We're updating our shit. We're updating our signs, like our for sale signs, updating the logo and stuff like that. And so I'm doing that. I have to send him a copy just for him to be like, yeah, that looks good, and we'll start buying some, or just continue editing. So yeah, that's kind of on the horizon, and then we're filming the show next week. We're starting to film little either clips, skits, not skits, but like just to get a feel of it, right? Because he has the big camera that we're gonna be using, so it's just playing around with it, seeing how we kind of interact with the camera, what how best we think we should act and shit like that. So yeah, that starts next week, and excited, a bit nervous for sure, but more than anything, kind of excited. Um, yeah, because and that's the thing with kind of anything. It's gonna take a minute, just like this. It's gonna take a minute and actual productivity of promoting it for it to get any traction. So I know, at least for sure, that day. I think that day is gonna be to get the jitters out and the bullshit out, and to be normal. Because here's the thing: for some reason, I'm already more kind of comfortable and bullshitting with this guy, the guy who gave me the painting, um, than like my team lead Casey sometimes. Because like the thing that I mentioned prior, where it's like I feel like they've seen me in a certain way, and I feel somewhat trapped in that sort of portrayal. I don't know. So, it's for sure gonna be a trial and error of getting out of that and just being me. And even then, I don't know how clear or how myself I am with this, but we're finding it. We're for sure finding it. But yeah. And then also from last week. Last week I was talking about my headaches, about the head pains I was having. Right now I'm having one, like I'd say like here, like in the middle, like 2 points, very vague. They're not it's not super painful, but like very vague and thumping slightly. I don't know, just a mild discomfort. Oh yeah, like a mild discomfort. But yeah, I went to the doctor, and not with my normal doctor. It was a different lady, but she was cool. And yeah, just told her everything. Told her everything. Told her about my cousin. Told her about every little detail. And she was asking me. And I mean, I even noticed she started asking like kind of symptoms of like stroke behavior, like one side stops working or you stop feeling it or shit like that. I was like, no, I really haven't felt that. Like, if I really think about it, I really haven't felt that. It's just like a weird, different spot kind of pains. And she was like, it doesn't sound like any stroke activity, but she was like, if you do feel what we call a thunderclap headache, run to the emergency room. Um, but she was like, it doesn't sound like anything, so just keep a diary. And but she said it could also just be age. It really just could be age and just something that happens with age. So that sucks. But she also did mention it could be something we'll do with the eyes. So next eye appointment, I will be noting that and making sure the eye doctor like looks at it a lot or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, so nothing too crazy. And even then, leading up to the doctor's appointment, I was feeling better. I for sure was feeling better. And now these couple of days, I have been feeling a lot better. So it really just could have been inside my head. Like, truth be told, I wouldn't be surprised if it literally was just not fully, but like myself being, because this past week, because of the pains, I don't know. It could have been like building on top of each other of like feeling down, head pains. I'm feeling down because of the head pain, so I'm getting more head pains, But being productive, being told by a doctor that it's not too serious and nothing, doesn't seem like it, made me kind of calm down. So I'm feeling better. Um, so yeah, I am feeling a lot better. Um, yeah, and then the craziest thing happened as well. Um, yeah, the craziest thing happened as well, that one of so a girl that I went to school with in middle school, a girl that I went to middle school with, her mom literally passed like 2 days ago, and it didn't freak me out, but it did kind of put it did a couple things. It made me want to take my health more serious. I have no idea how she passed or what, but with these head pains, uh, with the cholesterol. Oh, because also my cholesterol was high my last checkup, so I was like, maybe that low blood pressure. Like, I don't snack a lot, shit like that. But I was like, I need to take that shit more seriously. I need to take anything, any little shit. I need to take serious. Um, it really did put like a kind of kick into me, like a yeah, just like a kick into me, and looking out for my fucking parents, because that's insane. And I've really been I haven't messaged this person anything. Look, I'll be honest with you. This is somebody that for the longest I was trying to link up with, and it never worked out. I think she was just kind of a shy person about it, so it never really worked. And even then, I've kind of been winding down. I haven't been hitting anybody up for any of that. If I do, it's like very late night. I can't sleep, and that thought comes in. But if I were to sit in it and think like, okay, logistically, what time is she coming over? It's like, no, we're not doing any of that shit. So actually not. I'm actually not doing anything. But yeah, she was somebody that I would think about, right? Like I would hit up and we try to plan that shit, but it never worked out. But and we in middle school we never really talked. Even in high school, she went to a different high school. Um, I think I vividly remember like one or two conversations in high school actually. But yeah, it's just I was thinking of texting or something, but I don't even know what the fuck like what I would say. And the stuff she's been posting, it's like I empathize with you, and I kind of understand kind of where you're. Well, I really don't. I actually really don't. But I can't imagine that, because like literally, like there's truly nothing anyone I think could say that would really do anything, because even she's writing like, I literally have nothing to say. Like, I cannot even, she can't even process it. She can't even fucking grasp at the thing. And it's so crazy. It really is so crazy. Um, yeah, it really is so fucking crazy. But at some point, I kind of had the feeling of like, what a, uh, I mean, I don't know if I even would want to say this, but like a peaceful feeling that that's kind of done. I forgot what book it was. Fuck, what book was it? And I honestly, this is the first time this has happened. Oh, it literally was Little Life. It was a Little Life, and I love that this is the first time, the first instance where I use a book for whatever the fuck I'm trying to like explain. In a Little Life, the fuck his name. I hate his name because I never remember it. But the guy who adopted Jude, the biggest fear, or when you have a kid, the biggest fear is the kid dying. And once it dies, in a weird way, you're kind of relieved because the bad thing has happened already. It was a Little Life, because they were talking about their first kid that did die. Yeah, that's why. And I kind of unintentionally felt that, or like kind of gravitated towards that idea when I kind of heard it and was trying to like imagine that shit. Like as much as I feel like a parent feels that for their kid, I feel like a kid also feels that for their parents, especially once like I'm. That's even scary to even think about. I can't even fathom that shit. But like getting older, that is a thing, especially with the parents. Parents think about that shit about their parents, about your grandparents, you know. So in some weird way, I think that's where, yeah, in some weird way that's where I got. That's literally where my head went to. Of it happened, and that fear, and that fear of it happening has happened, and it's now just it can no longer happen, right? It can no longer happen because it already happened, and but now it is just missing the person. Um, but yeah, for some weird reason, I don't know. That's where my head went, but I feel like that could be somewhat of a comforting thing, but that's more towards the opposite. But I mean, still, it's the same thing. But yeah, very crazy, very crazy. That post on Twitter, like people are dying that have never died before, like fucking literally, bruh. Yeah, scary, but it's gonna happen to everybody. But yeah, and I feel like I've gotten better with my existentialism, because yeah, I was going through it. I was going through it with my shit. I was going through it, but yeah, my stuff it is for sure getting better, and I'm not really dealing with that anymore. And I for sure can like I can for sure onset it, like I could bring it up for myself, but I can deal with it. It doesn't pop up as much. It doesn't like overtake me at night. Um, but before I heard that about that girl's mom, a couple days prior, I was just bored. I was just bored with the shit I'm watching on YouTube and fucking TikTok. Like just fuck, I'm so addicted to my phone. I know I've said this, but fuck me, bro. And I haven't been getting great sleep at all. I think the night before I went to sleep at like 4 in the morning. Just because I'm on my phone. Like I recognize I should go to sleep, and I'll put my phone over there, but then I'll just like open my eyes and just go back to it. Um, but yeah, I was bored with TikTok, bored watching my shows. I'm watching The Sopranos. I'm about to finish it. I'm like on episode 14 of the last season. So I think there's 21 episodes or 22. We're almost there. But yeah, but no, what I'm talking about, it was like during the day, and I think it was Sunday, I'm pretty sure it was Sunday because I had a free day. No, nobody came over, and I keep adjusting my shirt. I'm sorry. Um, I had a free day, and I was like, "Fuck, what should I watch?" And I put on Gilmore Girls, and I was like, "Oh shit!" It re-sparked my urge, and I was kind of, I don't know. Well, that day is when I did it, but I've always wanted to fucking go to to the East Coast and to a town that looks like Gilmore Girls. I mentioned it to somebody at an open house one time, and because she's from Connecticut, and I was like, "Oh, is Connecticut like? Is it kind of like Gilmore Girl esque?" And she laughed and like, "Yeah, kind of so, like some places." I was like, "Oh, that's fucking awesome." So I was watching it. I was like, "Fuck!" Like, let me actually look and see what the fuck the cost would be and what the plan and route would be to go. So I fully looked it up. I looked up a plane ticket, looked up locations, looked up a car and everything, and I fully have it. It's $2,000, which actually seems insane. I remember my brother told me that he went to Paris. I mean, this was years ago, so sure, but he told me he went to, but he didn't pay for the plane ticket. I think he didn't pay for the plane ticket. I don't think he paid for the plane ticket. I don't know, but he said he only took $300 with him. Huh? Well, no, there's actually no way. There's actually no way. It would. There's actually no way. Yeah. That shit was paid for. But regardless, I'm paying for everything, right? Plane ticket, the car, the Airbnb. That's why it costs so much, because yes, I am gonna be paying for all this shit. And honestly, I'm down to go by myself. I told my friends, but the thing is, this is not gonna be an outgoing, a bar hopping, a extravaganza type of trip at all. Like, bitch, I might cry on this trip just because I get to a point in a town, in some fucking meadow somewhere, and I just get this feeling of wow, like this is what I was searching, this is what I was looking for, I might just cry fucking then and there. You know what I mean? So I'm honestly so open to going by myself and just seeing how that is, because I feel like that would be awesome. That would be awesome to travel by myself, and that's also because so that I want to plan out for October, because and the week before Halloween, because motherfucker, I want the fall feeling and I want the Halloween feeling, but I cannot go. Look, oh fuck, I honestly might change the days because I want peak Halloweenness. You know what I mean? If I go, fuck, I don't know because like as of right now, I have it planned for the week before Halloween, right? But I'm thinking, what the fuck? What if I do it? What if I do the week of Halloween and move it over to be over there during Halloween? That would be beautiful. That would be fucking beautiful. Because at that point, so I'm in between Hartford, Connecticut, I think, or I would need a full car because everything's super separated, and Connecticut gets a lot of fucking slander. I didn't realize that. I never paid any attention to fucking Connecticut, but um, I've never paid any attention for Connecticut, but apparently they're saying is they're saying Connecticut is just a highway. It's just a highway from New York to somewhere else. New York to Boston? I don't know. And what was I gonna say? Um, so they're like fuck Connecticut. Like Connecticut isn't even a real fucking spot. Um, and then I was looking up some other TikToks of places that are Gilmore Girl esque, and um, hold on, I'm sorry. And they were saying Boston. There's a town in Boston. Oh fuck, I forgot the name of it. But you could basically go to Boston and you could take a train out there like 30 minutes. You could also take a car, but there's a train. So I was like, maybe Boston. And one of my friends, he used to work. He went out there for work, and he said he was miserable just because of the work he was doing, and it was hella cold. But as a trip, it would probably be cool. He says it gets really pretty. It does get really pretty over there. So maybe Boston because for that reason. And I've heard other people go and they really like it. So maybe Boston, maybe Connecticut. Um, because I think if I do Boston, I wouldn't need to get a car. I think I could walk and Uber and get that train instead of getting a car. Because bitch, a car is like $500 to $600 for like 4 to 5 days. It's just, which isn't too crazy, but damn, like fuck. So yeah. Um honestly, it's really exciting. It's really a motivating force for me. Uh for like right now to push even harder to know that I need to do a lot more so that I can just have these $2,000 extra to just fuck off and go over there. You know what I mean? Uh I haven't touched the. Yeah, so it's giving me a fire under my ass to work harder and something to look forward to. Because yeah, that would be a beautiful trip. And honestly, I'll probably take it by myself. I really will. Yeah, I think that'll be for me. Because even then, I'm taking a trip this month to well, the end of this month to San Antonio with the guys. We're at the guys trip. And then after that, I'm going to Mexico with my parents. I'm only going for 4 days or 3 days. I'm 4 days. I'm leaving Thursday and be getting back Sunday. 4 days. Um. So yeah. So I have that going on. 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, I have that going on. I have these ships coming up. So even then, I am working really hard. I really need to. I'm going to fuck that. I'm going to have a closing this month. I'm going to. Um, but yeah, it's really been picking up. I've been feeling a lot better, and these honestly, I'm. It's gonna take probably a lot more episodes for me to get very comfortable and very riffy and whatever with this shit. But I can for sure feel it happening um, sooner rather than not. Um, I mean, I don't know. Oh, today I just finished 1984 by George Orwell, 84, 85. Um, we're not living that. That's actually a lot of the fucking comments on Goodreads is like, who's here in 2025? Who's here in 2024? I get like, let's fucking relax. All right, let's fucking relax. It's not that serious. Well, it could, but it's not that serious yet. Um, I thought it was a pretty good book. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was a pretty good book. It was not bad. The story. No, there's one fucking chapter. I need to. Actually, I don't give a fuck. There's one chapter in there where they're just reading the fucking book. The book about the Brotherhood. Holy fuck! I do that chapter bored the fuck out of me. Why? Because it just confirmed everything he knew. And I don't get. I mean, I guess it's. I guess they had to explain it, but I feel like he maybe could have done it in a fucking more entertaining way. He explained what the fuck the character already knew. He said multiple times, I already know this. Like twice. He said it twice because he opened the book to read it before Julia came in, right? And he said, I'm going to put it down. Julia's here, but the shit I read, I already kind of know. Picks it back up to read for Julia, but she knocks out. I was about to knock out. And he's like, but this is something I already know. Then why the fuck are we rereading it? From the beginning of the book to then, we kind of know what is going on. We kind of understand what the bullshit is going on. Maybe get somebody else to tell us in an interesting way. It was just very boring. That part was the only boring part to me. The rest of the book is really good. Julie was really good. It's kind of funny whenever they first kind of hook up and Julia tells him like, yeah, I've been with these people, but like is kind of holding that shit back a little bit, like kind of not embarrassed, but just like doesn't know how he'll take it. At least that's how I took it. And he's like, no, fuck that. Like, I like that you're corrupted because everything is like orderly. Everything needs to be corrupted. Um, but yeah, it was a pretty good book. First book of February. I am reading as well Virgin Suicides, which surprisingly there's a lot of suicides. I didn't honestly. I genuinely thought it was gonna just a play on fucking words. I forgot what other book was a play on words. There was another book I had that I thought was a play on words, or a movie. I forgot which one. I forgot there was something else that I thought was a play on words, but it was like the most literal shit ever. Um, but yeah, so I have that. I'm not reading Middlesex next. I'm gonna read The Stranger and I Who Have Never Known Men. Those are the next two. Virgin Suicides, I can probably finish. I just need to read more because I haven't been reading. I haven't had time to actually read, so I need to pick it up. I need to pick up the pace on the reading. But I could probably finish it within like 2 weeks and then start on the other ones. And the other ones are shorter. Yeah, the other ones are shorter. So yeah, pretty excited. Um, this month actually, it's been taking its time. It's been taking its time. Last year was flying by, but because I felt like I was just wasting away. I wasn't doing anything. Every day just felt like the same fucking day and doing absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing I was doing. But now I have somewhat of a schedule. I'm being productive. I'm talking to people. Really getting rid of the fear of confrontation, or if not getting rid of the fear, just kind of being upfront with it. You know what I mean? Cause yeah, I feel like that's my biggest thing. Like I love to deflect and just avoid if it's gonna be a bothersome situation. Um, but yeah, we're gonna cut it here. We're gonna come back after my meeting. I don't know how long it's gonna be. We'll be back. Okay, so there was in fact no meeting. I waited for a good minute, but nobody showed up. So it's fine. So even then the company that or the meeting that it was for is for a brokerage in California, and somehow the team lead of that place hit me up through Instagram, and I followed him. I followed him because there's this real estate page, like YouTube page, and he gets people on there to speak because they've done something kind of cool and crazy. And this guy Payson, he did 100 open houses, um, like in 100 days. He just did one for 100 days, and he got a ton of clients and all this shit. And basically, he was just kind of saying how he did it, the goal, the purpose, and everything. So I followed him, and then he followed me back, and then couple maybe like 3 months later, randomly, he hits me up. We start texting, and he kind of just adds me into his social, like just like platforms where his team talks and stuff. But I went to like maybe one or two meetings, but then I got busy, excuses basically, but got busy and then didn't end up going to a few of them. But yeah, so there's no meeting. And okay, so couple things happened on the break. Meeting didn't happen. I finally sent out the right offer. Literally, my client has signed like 4 times the same fucking thing. But I think we're good. And I ate. So with the cholesterol shit, I'm thinking of eating smarter or healthier. Um, so I honestly was eating a fuck ton of fast food, like almost every day, and I need to stop that because in my head I was like, oh well, protein, this fucking fried chicken, this burger, this double stack burger with melted cheese on top. This has protein, so this is good. Fuck no. So cutting back on all of that. If I am buying stuff from the like um fast food or just from the street, I really want to try to find a Sprouts because Sprouts, if you don't know, which I always get in there so fucking good, is Sprouts has um sushi bowls, like poke bowls, but they're basically sushi bowls. Poke bowls, I'm pretty sure, are like salmon, like the raw meat. It looks more raw, but it's just imitation crab. That one's good as fuck. That one I'll get and fucking devour. And this, I got that this Monday. This Monday I had that. Um, it was really fucking good. And so yeah, I'm trying to do that. But today, I didn't want to buy anything. Neither did I want to just make eggs. Also, they're getting expensive. What the fuck? But I would literally was just gonna make eggs, or I have like chicken, like rotisserie chicken that I could put in the oven in the. It's frozen rotisserie chicken, but not really. But what I did instead, which kind of wasn't the greatest thing, it didn't come out how I thought it was gonna come out. Uh, I put tuna with the mayo, sriracha, and put it on a croissant, and that's it. I thought it was gonna be like a chicken salad. It wasn't that at all. But so yeah, I ate. We did that, and then today in like 2 hours, I have an open house. I'm starting to host open houses throughout the week as well as the weekend. Because it accumulates points. I have this spreadsheet of points, like of shit I have to do every week, every day, and I need to get 100 points the whole week. So the good thing about it is the good thing about it is the open houses have a lot of points. People stop by. The conversations are points, shit like that, right? Just to make sure that I'm doing shit. Because I, at least when I started real estate, the biggest thing was just not knowing what to do. Because you can do everything. You can do everything and nothing at the same time. So it keeps me on track. So right now, after this, probably won't even edit right now. I'll probably edit tonight or at the open house. Um, but yeah, I just need to get stuff ready. I think I need to go buy a sign possibly because um I've had so many signs, but they always get taken or thrown away or some fucking bullshit. So I might have to stop by and buy a sign. Um, Not snacks, copies for the flyers to hand out, maybe some balloons. But yeah, I'm doing this today and Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday I have at a different location, different open house. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. In the meantime, I was watching The Sopranos. Uh, what else? Yeah, for this weekend, I don't think I have much planned because it is just Super Bowl weekend, and that's kind of it. You know what? So look, there's this one girl who keeps wanting to. This is what she does. It annoys the fuck out of me. What she does is she sends me um Instagram posts of places to go drink. I'm not the biggest drinker, especially with this head shit going on. I'm okay. Like, especially with the pen shit, I haven't been hitting that hoe because I'm scared. But um, she keeps sending me shit about going to go drink, this and that. Like, we went out one time. Okay, we went out one time. I spent like $90 fucking. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I spent a cool 90 or like a cool 90 or 80. Way too fucking much. Anyways, um and that was light, and that was fucking light, which is crazy as fuck to me. Like that like for her the way she goes out, it's not even that they go party and shit. They just get these just drinks. But bitch, damn, I don't know. Anyways, I'm just not there. I'm just not in that fucking market, in that bracket of fucking paying that amount of money for these drinks. I'm just not there yet. And I just don't find it valuable enough, and much less now. I really, for San Antonio, I don't know what the fuck I think I spoke about this. I don't know what we're gonna do because I really don't really care too much about going out and partying and getting fucked up. It's gonna be more fun. It's gonna be more friend focused than scouting, for something, for some play. It's gonna be, let's see how drunk we can get, and then just, dance and, mess around like that, right? Which has always been the goal. But going again single, in my head, I kind of had the thought of like, let's see. But truthfully, I really do not give a fuck about meeting anybody, truthfully. Um, so fuck that. But yeah, she keeps sending me the shit, and we literally only went out once. We bought the drinks. I got drunk as fuck almost immediately, and off of like cocktails. And I was like, bro, I'm drunk as fuck, and I'm just sitting down. And she was chill because she always does this. And this is the first time we'd ever met, and it went decent. Nothing crazy happened. It was kind of cold that day, so literally the only touch we had was her holding my arm. And even then, I started with the joke of me holding her arm or her being like the guy. I was holding her arm, and then we just switched, and that was it. And but literally nothing happened, like nothing at all. I guess she just fucks with my vibe or whatever. But why the fuck are you sending me the shit? Why are we doing that? I don't know. It's not weirding me out or anything. It's just relax. We ain't even. It really wasn't even anything. But yeah. No, yeah. On the other end, I'm not talking to anybody. Shots that I am shooting are getting rejected, but honestly, thankfully, because they're not getting these shots that I do put up. They're not with anything special. It really is when I'm down bad and like trying to get some. And thankfully, they get shot down because I shouldn't be. I should not be talking to these people. I shouldn't be doing this shit. It's good. It's good. So yeah, yeah, it's getting busy. I'm doing more work, and hopefully I got more to show for that. And I think as this continues, we'll for sure see a growth, and I think there'll be an exponential growth once I start the show, and I get feedback from from Casey or whoever saying like, oh, you should try this and do that, and and it's actual tips from people that are actually seeing this shit and seeing how I talk. Um, because the main thing, I don't want to put on a persona. I really don't want to be, hey, like put on this fucking voice, put on this shit on for so fucking long, and then you meet me and I'm not that person. That's gonna be the biggest thing. Oh, and also, I was watching a fucking video. I don't know why I'm seeing videos of people from Mexico. I'm so excited now to go to Mexico and fucking eat. But the biggest issue is shitting, because well, no, I'm thankful for what I got, but I'm lactose intolerant. So anything with cheese is on a tight fucking rope. I could get away with some cheese. Some pizza I could get away with. Domino's, I feel like it's something with the gluten, some with the actual bread that kills me. Some cheese I could get away with. All right. Street tacos, there's nothing like it. It's just meat and tortilla. However, the pollution or whatever the fuck they use, the oil, I think, could kill me. Could fuck me up. I don't know what, because the last time I really went and like fucking ate down on some shit, we were like, I mean, obviously we were on the side of the fucking road, basically like kind of the highway where my grandma lives. Um, but not the slums, but just not the fucking bright city, and we're just off the main fucking road with these tacos with this fucking trompo, right? So it's just a big stack of meat on a fucking pole with the fire burning and the shit spins, and that's open to the fucking street. So yeah, it would probably be fucking polluted, and them motherfuckers have specials of like 2 for 1 or like 3 for 1, some crazy shit. So I was eating down, and those were the best. But oh boy, the shit that made me have literally TMI to the max. But bitch, I was like, nah, that's gross. But yeah, it was like pressure, like a high pressure coming out my ass, and I was traumatized by it. I was like, fuck, this is terrible. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just play it by ear, and hopefully I'm gonna take Pepto. I'm gonna take a couple fucking things to coat my stomach, or I don't know what, but I think it is just, if it looks polluted, maybe don't eat a lot or any. And if it's like a good area, yeah, I think you're good. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to go to eat some like nice cool spots. I still kind of want to go clubbing over there. I was looking at the clubs, but they look kind of janky. I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully, there's a good spot, but they kind of look janky than motherfucker. I know there's sonideros, but and I fucking hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate that with the sonideros. The sonideros would be awesome as fuck to go to, and that would be cool just to fucking like look at him like there he fucking goes. But I can't dance. I can't fucking dance. I could probably learn, but as current moment, I don't know how to dance. But yeah, I really do want to go to a club over there just to see what the vibe is. And I don't know how actual dangerous it is, because I know where my grandma lives, where we go. There was said to be like, for like a while, for like a month or so, there was like a guy who, like 2 or 3 guys that would be on a motorcycle and they would just rob you. Um, but I don't know how dangerous it is. Like if you're in the city, probably not too dangerous. We're not too far out from the city, but we're not in the city per se. I would say something like, I don't know. Truth be told, maybe like from Dallas. Like if you're looking at Dallas, I would say like maybe Seagoville. Honestly, I think that's how far out we are. Um, I think that's how far we are from downtown. But no, I'm really excited. I really can't wait to go. Thankful. I'm thankful enough that I'm able to take these 2 trips, and yeah, just working. Um, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work this year, but I haven't been putting in the work the past years, so it's gonna be like, it's time, bro. It's time to fucking log in. It's time to actually fucking do it, because yeah, you've been taking way too fucking long for this. Yeah. Oh, okay. Um, so let's see. Now we go into shit I've been listening to. So honestly, honestly, I'm kind of bored with the fucking music I'm listening to. I'm really not finding anything too new. I'm listening to Netspin. Beach Leak is really good. Literally because of the Fiona Apple the Fiona Apple shit that I bought. But listening to a bit more to the albums that I haven't listened to. Um, oh, Dealer. I don't know if I mentioned that one last week. I might have. I don't think so though. But Dealer, I might have. I honestly have no idea. But yeah, Dealer by Lana Del Rey off of that one album, The Blue Banisters. That one's really fucking good. When I heard it, I was like, "Oh, this shit is awesome." That's a really cool song. Um, 40 DJ S mix with Netspin. That one's really cool. Oh, and then My Kink is Karma by Chappell Roan. That literally sounds like a Taylor Swift song. That genuinely just sounds like a Taylor Swift. Like it's not in the worst way because it's a really good song. I love the her what's the word? Her indentations in uh it's a word when she says is how she goes up or I don't know what it's called, but that it's really cool. The song sounds really nice. I really like it, but it's it's the song in a Taylor Swift form because I feel like you could make that song not in a Taylor Swift form and it'd be really cool, like an acoustic version or like a different version of it. I think you like it would be a really cool song because it just sounds like a Taylor Swift song, like just very highly produced. And there's just something. There's like a twinge in there that's just Taylor. It just screams Taylor Swift to me. Um, Not that it's a bad thing. There's a few Taylor Swift songs that I do. There's only one that I really do listen to, and that's Florida by Taylor Swift from the new album. That one's a really good song. I really like that one. That one feels like Florida. For some fucking reason. There's a few things that remind me of Florida. I took a trip to Disneyland land last year or 2 years ago. It's that song, Florida, and it wasn't even. I don't. It wasn't out back then, but that reminds me of that trip. Talahina Skies, Talahina Road, Grass, Talahina Skies, I think. Talahina, yeah, Talahina Sky by, oof, the ones who made Sex is on Fire. I forgot their name, but them. That song reminds me of it because my brother-in-law, I guess, he played it on the way over there. And that's a fucking banger. I love that song. I fucking love that song. I don't play it enough, but that's an amazing song. But yeah, I guess I'm just listening to kind of chill shit. Love More by Fiona Apple. That's a new one I found. That one's really cool. Um, Paris, Texas by Lana Del Rey is also really cool. Uh, Lime, Limerence by Lucy Dacus. That was pretty cool. I loved her song from the Boys album. What is it? Lionel Richie, the Lionel Richie one. Um, Lionel Cardin, something like that. That one is my favorite song off the album, and that's the one that I keep replaying. Like I'll replay that song. Something about her voice, something about the chords, something about the way she sings. That's kind of um like very soft spoken, but not whispery. I fucking hate the whispery shit, but it's just soft spoken, and it's I think the chords. It just sounds pretty. Um, yeah, that one is really fucking cool. That I really love that song. But yeah, I'm just not finding anything too interesting. Like rap music, 4x4 by Travis Scott is not a great fucking song. It was a great leak. It was a great leak. That's a great song to hear and be like, what the fuck is this song? That's a great leak. But actual song, not that great. The fucking effect he has on his voice for his first verse, I can't hear him. He sounds like a feature. And then the second verse is a good verse, but it's on the back end. I'm already out first verse in. Yeah, there's really not. I don't know. I haven't really found anything great to listen to. Like at work now, literally, I'm just listening to books, so I'm not even listening to music really. And but yeah, cause like the Netspend shit is kind of the only thing I do kind of listen to. Beach League is amazing, songs like that, I guess. Um, but yeah, and it kind of goes for a lot of shit because I'm about to finish The Sopranos, but I don't know what I'm gonna be watching afterwards. Probably Gilmore Girls. Because it's kind of comforting, but starting something new, I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, I mean, even with shows and shit that I'm watching, I really I don't know. I'm falling into a slump. Um, because I'm about to finish The Sopranos, but even after that, I'll probably just watch Gilmore Girls. Um, just because it's comforting and I'm trying to plan for that trip. But yeah, I guess that's kind of it. Um, like I said, for this week, just have planned maybe going out. Oh, and I mentioned that girl because I do kind of want to go out this weekend with the guys. I want to try Guinness. They say it tastes like fucking ass, but I really do want to try Guinness. Um, Besides that, just open houses, working, calling. There's a shirt I was gonna make. I literally printed out the transparency paper on it. I really want to do that and finish that out. Um, but besides that, that's kind of it. Um, I'm liking how everything's looking with this podcast, adding to the background. It looks really cool. What and I don't know if y'all noticed, but what pisses me off is this height elevation. I hate that I have all this fucking room in the shot. I want it for me to feel or like for you to see the outfit, but the cable's underneath the table. It looks like shit. It's just a headache that's only in my head. But yeah. So I'll see y'all next week, and the podcast is now on Spotify, so go check that out.